Brenton, just talk about the importance of coming out after, kind of a ragged game on Wednesday down at Southern and, putting the team stamp on this game with a really good start and, in a positive way. Just first of all, what reason do you give to you guys being able to do that, and just how gratifying was it to just come out and jump on their throat a little bit right off the bat?
It was just all part of the game plan. The coaches, in practice, kept emphasizing, the film, all the mistakes that we were making in the first game against Evansville. And, with me coming out, I just wanted to come out and, just help my team. And, the guys were looking for me. I was able to knock down some shots, and I was able to help our team get some energy going.
Yeah, talk about those 5 threes in a row that you hit to start the game. You had a layup in there too. Some of them were out of transition here. Just talk about what was done to create those shots and what you're doing to create them yourself.
Just all rhythm. The coach, at first, he drew up a play, the first play of the game, and I hit that three, and after that one, in my head, I feel like I could hit everything else, from there on out, and that's how pretty much the rest of the game went.
You feel like that, but when you really are hitting all of them, as you did with your first 5, I mean, how much does that even fuel your fire more? I mean, it's got to be a great feeling out there.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's my confidence is always high. I know I can knock down those shots. It's just a matter of just getting my feet ready and just following through with the rhythm of the game.
Devontae, same question I had for Brenton. I mean, to come out and start strong and then maintain, from the most part, the strong play for all 40 minutes after Wednesday's game, just where do you put that in terms of how you guys were able to recover that, and just talk about the importance of that?
We lost a tough one game previous before this, and B. Scott took it upon himself offensively to lead the charge, and Christian led it defensively. We watched him defensively, and he played one of the best scorers in the nation, and make it frustrating him, and we watching him, and B. Scott just, K. Smith's not going to score all the points because he's guarding really extremely hard, and B. Scott taking upon himself. Guys are not going to face guard him then. And he's going to get good looks, he's going to let it go, and he's going to hit it, 10 times out of 10. So follow his lead, and then I follow his spots, and that's how I got hot.
Brandon, you did a little bit of stopping yourself. Makovicius only took 5 shots in the game. Just talk about your defense on him, and he seems to bring out the best in you. You played pretty well down in Evansville, I thought, too, and just talk about your plan of attack against Agidius today.
I just hate hearing that he's a lead rebounder and all that. I try to limit him to at least 8 boards, but I see he had 13. I guess not on me, but yeah, it's always he's the lead rebounder in the nation. I just block him out and so he won't be able to get around me because I'm down like a 40-pound boost over him. So I just put that in my head and block him out every time.
For any 3 of you guys, just when you get off to a start like that, and then, Evansville made some runs, but you guys were able to stick shots, to restore your lead. Just was this the best 40 minutes you guys have played all year?
I don't think so. We had glimpses where we were doing some of the soft things that we did in our conference, and we got happy, and they jumped the lead, and we jumped on their throats, and then we didn't keep it there. We didn't keep our foot on their necks, and they came back and they made a strong spurt and a strong run. And we got to understand that teams like that, they're good for a reason. They know they're going to stay in it. They know they're going to have a chance, and then once they get their chance, they're going to do everything in their power to get the game back in a reasonable stature. So we got to do things like that. I think we played a great 35 minutes. I think it was 5 minutes of just bad spurts.
Do you feel like with the more games that you put in your pocket like this one, especially here at home, do you feel like you're getting to that point where you guys are starting to understand that your stretch as a positive player getting longer, and you can not fall back on it because you don't want to get complacent, but is the confidence rising as you guys put more positive performances together, do you think?
Absolutely, because our offense is showing that. I think guys we mess up a lot in practice, but in the game time, mostly guys are locked in and running the plays and doing the corrective things they're supposed to do. So it's hoping that guys are hitting shots. It's always helping when you're hitting shots, but it's helping our defense. And once our defense rotation is there, and Murph is getting under Mock and blocking him out and not allowing him to be a big presence in the game, it allows guys like B. Scott, Everett, K. Smith to get in those lanes and makes the offense extremely easy.
Any thoughts on that, guys?
Pretty much said it all. We make mistakes at practice.
Devontae, you kind of touched on it. When Brenton, he got off to a hot start, and then at the end, you really closed it out. Was it just as simple as getting in a roll? Because it was a 1-point game, I believe, with a little over 4, and then you guys really, like you said, put your foot on their throat because it was a 14-point advantage going to half. Would you mind touching on how you got in a rhythm and how hot you got?
It was mostly watching B. Scott and seeing how they wasn't face guarding him and they wasn't face guarding me. So I just noticed how he was getting his spots and the shots that he was getting in. And that's all. He set the foundation, the blueprint, and I just followed it. That's all it really was to it. And the shots were falling. I passed up a lot of shots because I wanted B. Scott to keep hitting. I felt like he could have won for 40 tonight, and that speaks to his character to stop and get other guys going, because he turned down a lot of shots tonight that he could have had 40, and I just watched his blueprint, and that's all it was to it.
Yeah, Brendan, talk about that. I mean, it wasn't just you hitting threes or just shots. I mean, it was pretty well balanced. And how good did it feel to really kind of put the accelerator down, which is something you guys have had a little trouble doing this year, and put it a pretty good team in Evansville away the way you guys were able to do.
I just wanted to come out and just give our team energy. I was able to do that by knocking down some big shots for us, and Devontae was able to get going as well. And in the second half, I noticed that they try to face guard me or whatever, and try to play me differently. And I learned from the Southern Illinois game, how to just be a little bit more patient, just be a little bit more smarter about my shots, and let everybody else get going as well. If everybody else gets going, they can't stop just me, and it's a team thing. So that's pretty much how it went.
Anything else for the guys?